The eclipse smashed through.
Firing at me!
You can... You're not gonna be the one to stop me. They won't see it coming.
Is something out there? Brothers.
Can't be too prepared. More eclipse. It's a corrupted thunderjaw, all right. The survivors must be holed up in the mountain. If the tunnel collapses, they'll be buried.
That's right! Bring down the mountain! You dug your own graves, Nora! You'll be buried in there!
Let's do this.
Braves, to Aloy's side, now!
For Aloy!
For the
For our mother!
Varl and Sona, they're still alive.
Faithless and forsaken! You'll die! May the goddess remember! The corruption will not take hold!
Crank it down!
Finish them!
We did it! Aloy did it! We only helped. I thought we were done.
Goddess protect you, Seeker. May she protect what's left of us. Forget about traveling light.
The battle was lost until you came.
Aloy, your deeds reenacted. You saved the tribe. Did what no brave or war chief could do.
I'm glad to see you're all right, Varl. You are all right.
Since the proving.
For now, but this was...
I see.
How many survived the attack?
Nearly all the matriarchs, and many families, goddess be praised. The Braves, never before has an enemy stabbed. Even the Karja, in all their red raids, never broke through to be...
Well, this enemy may have broken through, but they never got back out. Tell me about the attack. What happened?
They struck from the east. Our sentinels saw the killers coming. Said that beside them marched corruptors and other machines, driven mad. We took ground, met them with clouds of arrows. Some finally, but they were too much for us. Those who survived...
So the survivors took shelter in the mountain?
It was Tirsa who broke the taboo. Ordered the tribe into the mountain for safety. Lansra, well, she didn't agree. But I don't think anyone heard her over all the screams and shouting.
Tirsa's decisions saved lives. Good for her. Are you...
Bruises pale.
Don't give me a hunting song, Varl.
My body aches, but it's nothing that will keep me from fighting.
I need to go inside.
The matriarchs will be eager to...
I'm sure.
Then...
You will see.
I had little hope before I saw you, Seeker, but perhaps now we have a chance. Cleaned up well.
I don't want to be a brave anymore. Not if I have to fight those machines. How long do we have to stay here? Demons came.
It feels as though All-Mother has forgotten us, Seeker.
I hope you killed the
Aloy!
faithless outside, Seeker.
Oh,
I hope
you've
you
returned.
killed them all.
Teb?
Aloy, blood spilled on
You've
the
come
sacred
back.
land.
So, you have finally returned.
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege.
How was this done? By the will of All-Mother. Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
Yes,
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
Lansra, it's over. It's time to step aside. I'm not gonna hurt you. If there's anything I've learned since the Proving, it's that there are bigger evils in this world than you. Finally.
Hold for identiscan. Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped. So this is Aletheia. This is where I was born.
Where you were made. So these are... So this was it? Where you were born.
But why?
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother!
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time.
These look like cribs.
The cradles of a cradle facility.
And those things, the multi-servitors, they took care of them.
There was no one else.
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted.
Except yours.
Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
So this is where they left?
Children, let's run a jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then. Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and go off steam.
I have no choice but to release you.
But why?
There is no food here anymore.
But there's food out there?
We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go.
I don't know. Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now and take care of each other.
What will happen to you?
I will stay here and sleep and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave and you will learn.
They were trapped here. Their whole lives.
In plain view of luxurious space.
What? Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
It wouldn't open for them. Of course they hated it.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum, a place of learning.
So, what was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
Why not?
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Apollo offline?
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
Of course. What's the whole of human knowledge next to the origin of one girl? Continue your search.
I will.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
For Dr. Sobek. Please get message with focus.
Apollo
That
offline.
sounds important.
Yes. I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature. Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. What if... Oh! The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
So, You're even more extraordinary than I thought.
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Identiscan malfunction rectified. Elufia 9. Group.
This is going to be interesting.
Aloy, forgive! Forgive! The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try, anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
Up!
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be. Nora! Make way for Aloy! That she may forge the path for others to follow.
Forgive, Aloy.
My life has
Forgive.
been long, but I've never seen anything like that. Tirsa was right. A blessing, not a curse. We were so unsure.
All Mother
Anointed. I misread the signs. Forgive!
I told you, Lansra, I'm not your anointed.
The anointed will cleanse the corruption.
I'm sorry I didn't... Forgive.
Off your knees, Lansra.
They will not escape All Mother's justice.
Aloy.
Say that...
Of course.
Complicated, but...
No. Please don't think less of me, Aloy.
I'll be on my...
I always knew you weren't like a...
Neither are you, Var.
Perhaps.
In all my years,
She walks among us, anointed by All Mother herself.
It seems so long ago that you were outcast.
Aloy, how kind of you to spend a moment with me before... There can be no...
It's...
I know the path...
The Nora have suffered terrible losses to...
That will be for the goddess to decide. For the moment, and as I promised, anyone who wishes to join you at Meridian, we will declare seekers. I think for the time being, we should remain here in the mountain, close to the goddess.
That... Tirsa? I want to know Rost's story. Why he was made an outcast. He never told me, said...
Oh.
What crime did he commit?
I will tell you if you wish.
Of course I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by choice.
What? What do you mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, a band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Mother's Vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Ross was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
His daughter? What was her name?
Alana. She was just 6 years old.
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of... And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back.
What happened?
Rost was one of the Braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border. Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
Why?
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That he became an exile?
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken taboo.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret rite of the Nora tribe. He begged to be made a Death Seeker.
A Death Seeker? What is that?
One who dies to go seeking, and in seeking, brings death to others. The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to All Mother's care. The heart beats, the mind thinks, but the spirit has moved on.
I don't understand.
Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here with All Mother. He gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow, never to return.
But Ross did return.
Yes. A full year later, and terribly wounded. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came upon him. He was delirious, in agony. By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo, and reaching across the border, she dragged him to our side.
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very Outlanders that Rost pursued.
So Rost never finished his mission?
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even, into the Forbidden West. The last he killed nearly got the best of him. Wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land as he could. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health. That was done to him, leaving us, the matriarchs, in a difficult position.
Why couldn't you just welcome him back?
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy. He no longer had any place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
You made him an outcast?
Yes. We offered to do so on the condition he never speak to anyone of this exception.
After all he did, all he suffered, to be declared an outcast was his reward?
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace, so close to the goddess. He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude, and was happy to do so.
But then you found me, and gave me to him.
Yes. Another compromise. The matriarchs feared you, and would not let you be raised by the tribe. And so we turned to Rost. I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship All Mother and respect the ways of the tribe.
He certainly tried anyway. You took a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl? Doesn't that strike you as callous?
I'm inclined to think the course of events has shown the wisdom of our choice. And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you, he saw you as a gift and never a burden.
All right, Tirsa, that's quite a story. It's time for me to move on. I thank you for doing what you could, and for telling me, Roth.
I wish I could have done more.
As am I.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Those faithless murderers brought slaughter to our tribe, but they will not escape All Mother's justice. The Anointed will make the murderers...
I know
pay
your
for what
quest
they've
is
done to me.
dangerous, Aloy. But All-Mother will protect you.
I don't think it works that way, Jezza.
You have risen higher than any Nora. The goddess speaks through you, Anointed.
I will lead a war party to Meridian. You have my word. We will fight at your side. Come with me.
Aloy! How did you do that? We'll go to Meridian, Aloy. I'll bring Mother's spear.
Arana.
Your father is right. You belong here. You both do.
She came out of the mountain.
Thank you, Aloy, for everything you've done. I will make sure...
Dad!
Aloy. You have been chosen by the goddess, Aloy.
Aloy!
I saw you
How
go
did you
inside
do that?
and saw you emerge.
Shush, Arana.
Jeez, it's still hard to believe. You were an outcast once.
Go away.
Now,
But we
I'm
know
not sure
who
what you...
They are the ones who will get the God.
The Anointed has shown us the goddess's mercy. But now she will show those murderers the goddess's justice.
The goddess has chosen you, Aloy. Still, you must do her will. The goddess...
The tribe I served is gone. Soon I will be too.
The Nora have lost too many, Resh. But in your case, I guess they can lose one more.
Curse the goddess, and curse you. I no longer belong here.
It's now subsiding. Good. got one. Handy. Grab this now. Might need that. Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side. Brew that up later. Just a matter of time. I can use this. Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to your grave.
It's not getting warmer out here. Ouch. Never know when I might need these. Good for an old remedy. Snow haze. White as bone. That fog got dark.
Shitstorm tour, day 10. So here's where I learned how the world would end. My second apocalypse in a year. Looks like there's a lot of construction going on now. Why would that be? Stocking up. Sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
Don't look down. Don't look down. Damn it. This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not...
Looks like you've...
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but...
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a... Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less...
But...
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology by the same principle. It should be possible, but that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
I thought you might actually be...
Why? You were the one...
It's...
Yes. When you find the master override, everything depends...
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed.
Logging arrivals, Shan Margot.
Welcome to...
Logging arrivals, Shan Margot.
Mind your footing.
Guess that's my way across. Look, Aloy, just do it.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well...
Don't answer. Glad that's over. Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft. Must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders and lottery winners and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold. Flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific. And none of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself. To a quiet planet, a barren sphere. Just Gaia. And her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Elizabeth. What is this?
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So... happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home.
everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Aloy?
She's gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were...
While her people bickered, she was the one who took us.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating? She sacrificed herself for her friends. Doesn't that stir anything?
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't to care, to sacrifice, to believe if it wasn't for that sentiment.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your...
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on. There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
It's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make a better list. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the Alphas were in there.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Platinum atmosphere.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust Scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope. The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it. Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity. Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
Keep holding, keep holding. You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now, why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's a code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems.
So Hades can exterminate life all over again, unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse.
It's a long story.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But it couldn't speak when I found it. Until my repairs. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location. The surrounding geography. Who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What besides? I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades?
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late?
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success.
The things you've done in the pursuit of...
Aloy, this wasn't a confession.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing. I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine.
Define timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sanctum's reign.
Define Karja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja.
Now that's more like it.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Dervahl, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire... Rain's easing. Clouds will part soon.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. They'll bring a mine. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It will send out a call, waking more ancient. We can't.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my... If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death...
Then you have it. As long...
Even a king can learn his lesson. Now, it will take time to prepare...
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Have you spoken to Blameless Murad?
Not yet.
He wishes to speak to you.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are... Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others, but many came for you.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city...
Yes, bolstered by the Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do...
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but so, if there's more you... Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes. I'm afraid all we can do is wait. Get some rest at Olin's apartment. Tend to other matters. I know waiting is tiresome, but...
Save these for the trail.
Isn't that him? From the Battle of the Dawn?
Have you just polished that armor?
Cinnabar
Is it?
Sands is before you. Of course. Never knew survivors.
Isn't that a little...
Oh, I don't like to
What?
boast.
Nothing.
Out with it.
Geneva, they called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion. Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of
Ha! This time I went easy on them. May the sun blaze at your back. Can't fault my prisoners' discipline. All those dawn drills have served them well.
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from this, and I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you.
Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. They were the
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. The target should put up a little... It hits nice and wide. No need to aim like a bow. Range is good. Try the next. See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no. With these, I think we could hold off an army.
You know that I appreciate your help.
We'll see each other next time.
Petra, you...
I do. I don't make weapons for a living. It's more of a diversion.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Luthid?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so...
What?
Prince Evelyn is alive
Cheerful.
and in the palace. Praise the sun.
Little Huntress. Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. No. Can I tell you?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this. The enemy we face today is the same that turned... I said I came...
I'm with...
And I won't forget it.
Poor feet.
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. To watch Edelman, although...
Do you want me to?
No. Well then.
Here's to that, Uthid.
I only fight when I have to. But by the time I have to, I usually want to.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry. I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought...
It sounds...
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess...
She didn't need...
Maybe we can. This place really couldn't be no different from a sacred land, could it?
There are no shadows under the noonday sun. Words to...
Alita,
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If a Thrall were here, so I'm doing it. I can't...
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. So I should give you this.
Thank you. You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machine
no? Alright.
And our...
Brother ship. Sure as the sun's rising, he's off courting that noble girl.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the Lodge.
Are you sure?
You're risking your life for all...
Then I won't...
It's settled.
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me. When you need me, I'll follow your lead.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These cards are in there for...
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you see...
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The anointed...
She doesn't much like being called anointed.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian...
I've seen many new...
For all what's wrong.
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing. And you, after all that's happened, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only...
Is that why you came?
No. I would have... And we must fight.
I think the goddess and I are in a...
So am I. Your friend, the Vanguard, keeps looking over. Up here, I'm not sure if the world has grown bigger or I've grown smaller.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does...
Aloy. So here we are again. What are we up against?
I'm not sure. And if they get past us...
Well, that's... It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit him like a hammer till he can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend.
Well, only if we win.
What kind of machines have they got?
Big, ugly ones. From the ancients. Ugly and ancient? Like your mother? Worse, like your wife.
That's enough. This is what I have to deal with.
start.
Get to safety. The battle begins.
By the sun, an attack is coming!
Yes. Yes. Trade quickly. I have work to do. I will leave you to the...
The army can't get in here, right? They'd never make it across the Great Bridge. Oh, son, protect your city from the army outside its gate.
Back from the wilds. You ready? Let's trade then. Come on back if you find it. Found any Banuk... relics in the wilds, Outlander?
Do not let Meridian fall without a fight.
Another attack.
Ah, you're back. Did you bring me something lovely? Ah, let us haggle over this beautiful bounty. Till we meet again, a moment of your time. Same Outlander? They're about to attack.
The battle is about to start. Don't watch.
There'll be a use for you.
I hope I'll be... Fight. We're going to need them.
What's happening? Is the battle starting?
Boland's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished? You sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you, Rost, after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
But it's not worth smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set
Load it!
All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Why do you fight?
Fight them!
If the Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will burn. Damn it.
Only endless nights.
Keep him away.
Meridian must run red to be cleansed.
Bridge can't take much more of this. He's too dangerous and close. It's giving way!
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down! Blocked again. He's quick.
I am chosen. You came from nothing.
He's quick.
You will die on nothing. A savage cannot understand destiny.
I am chosen. This was not meant to be.
Hades only chose you because you're a fool. A sadistic butcher too stupid to see you were being used. Your whole life was a failure. And soon, no one will even remember you. Turn your face to the sun and think about that! Just a little wind, just bending the trees.
Where do you need me?
Take up a cannon! On the platform!
It's taking a shot at me!
signs. A lull in the attack. Lower your arms, but be wary.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
Raise arms again. West.
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Tab?
By all, Mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Tab. I've gotta go.
Go! We'll draw them. Now you face their true sun, shadow demons.
My strength is not yet spent.
Come on, then.
I earned it by ice and snow.
Cursed machines.
I will answer your challenge.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting. Hades has started the signal. It must have gotten through the defenses. The Nora. Baron's vanguard. I have to get up there. Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. I knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
Aloy! It's Aloy!
We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't...
Not alone.
It's my fight.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right?
Right. Hawk and Thrush? I should stock up. Last chance.
Devil.
Has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of entity has been accounted for.
title is ours.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
fighting machines aren't pacing around here.
Me for help. My duty is to guard. I don't get involved in politics.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. With an army, they'll bring... It's called... It will be...
I'm trying...
Meridian.
Perhaps... Yes.
And have the city...
Aloy, if...
Then you...
Even a... No.
I don't know about...
The Oseram Guard will be blaming their shadows for their mistakes. The Sun King's grown... Too much Oseram influence.